This is day two of our roof chronicles. We are still repairing our roof, and now mvua haijakuja, so that we can test the areas where it has been repaired to see if it is working. So now we are working with this sheet. Where? Huh? Yeah, this sheet. We are working with this sheet. The valleys are the ones that help problems. Unaona ukiekewa roof kama hii, kuna place inaitwa valleys. Ndizo haziko zimejoinwa, it had not been joined well. So now our fundi, we are using this sheet, the aluminium sheet, to see if it is going to work. Day two, and then today we are also deepening, removing the silt from our trench. We are also removing soil from it, deepening it a little bit. I'm going to show you in a bit to see if it rains, it should hold more water than our previous encounter. Yes, I'll keep you updated, and hoping that our method from now on is going to work. So our friend is still up there. Mr. Fixer is still he's on the ceiling. He's on the ceiling directing the fundi. So the fundi is on top of the roof and Mr. Fixer is on the ceiling. Yeah, telling him this is where. So majority of the leakages were coming from nails. Imagine those fundis had put two nails in one hole. You get somewhere we have like 3 nails. So that hole becomes bigger, and that's the places that most of the areas were leaking, and then the valleys, especially if you have very strong rains and then zinanyesha na kando. Kinyesha na kando, maji inagonga kwa nguvu, and then leaks inside. But most of the areas we had the nails. But let's see if what will come from here. Yeah. So today we called some guys to. They are the same guys who had dug this trench. So we had to call them again to deepen the trench. So this is the second one, the one that is almost on the coffee farm. So you can see the level where the water had reached last time when it rained. You can clearly see it. So we were thinking if it rains more, or like we have a heavy rain than the previous one, this water is going to overflow to the coffee farm. So we called the same guys to deepen the trench a little bit more so that it can hold more water, and they are doing a good job. And we'll see, guys, from here if it is going to. We are sure it is going to hold more water, and we are still doing some upgrades in the farm, digging here and there to see, trying to control the flow of water. Haya, we say 2 dozens of cups and 2 dozens of plates. You need a glass. How many have you broken?
No, I'm careful with glass.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I'm so careful with
Haya,
glass.
sawa. Enda kule unaenda. Umeingiza ndani?
Yes.
And the second thing that we did is around the bananas, we made troughs. We deepened the troughs around the bananas, and these bananas are on the periphery of the farm. And then we have this other one bordering the compound area and the kitchen garden area. So we have those bananas on, let's say, like on the sides of the farm, the right hand side and the left hand side of the farm. We have bananas near the borders of the farm. So we have dug troughs around the banana such that the upper trough, if it gets filled with water, that water can go to the lower trough or the lower banana trough, yes, like that. spilling over to the next until if it is too much, it can reach up to the trough that is being deepened. Yeah, just a technology that we saw in another farm and we see it is working. So this is what we have done to control the surface runoff from the farm. And clearly it is doing a marvelous job. So that's the coffee farm, guys. You can see at the end of my farm down there where we have the stream. And yeah, and these guys deepened the trough. In a minute I'll show you how the trough has been dug, and then you can also advise me. And I'm so grateful that I'm receiving advices from you guys. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Teacher Night Lela, who is settling in the rural areas, and the rainwater zinatukaribisha, welcoming us. So right now I'm inside the trough and you can see how deep it is from my level. I begin to So the other thing is this rains came with blessings because I was able to plant these flower stroke flower hedge. Yeah, this one. It's common in most African homes or Kenyan homes, and I've planted it on the periphery of this front yard so that eventually I'll get rid of the iron sheets. Once it is tall enough and thick enough, I'll be able to get rid of the iron sheets, and then I leave this flowery thing. And then on this other side now it's where my flowers are doing very well because of the rains. I don't have to water, and you can they are coming. Okay, the flowers are flowering. They are doing their thing. That's the better part of having rains, that I can see the fruits of my labor with these flowers. And then on the second trench, the one that is bordering the kitchen garden and the home compound, even though there's a trench, we thought of an idea of making it deeper in sections. I don't want to call them holes, I'll call them troughs. So we have troughs inside a trench. The reason we did this is if we made it deeper than this, it means you're going to uproot these bananas, and we are lovers of bananas. So inside the first trench, we dug trough-like things. Yeah, these ones. Here is where we have war with water. So we thought of making troughs in between the bananas so that when rainwater comes from that thing I've been showing you, the tank thing, and flows down here, it will get trapped by the troughs. Yeah, if it overfills one trough, it goes to the other. This one I'll show you in a few minutes. Because if you make deeper, like uniformly deeper, it means you're going to uproot these bananas. And we cannot uproot bananas. We have to think of something else. So this is what we have done. And clearly you can see the farm is getting some shape. Yeah, and we are happy with this step because hii tutakuwa tumemaliza mambo ya maji. And that's the view, guys. I'm inside the trough. I'm enjoying this view inside the trough, inside the trench. That is very nice, very demure, very mindful of nature, because you don't want to get all this washed by the rains. It's very nice. So the other thing I want to show you guys is now the road, like the one that heads to my compound. It's the road that we take before we get to the tarmac. It's like 1 kilometer or 1 point something to the tarmac road. So this is an off-road in my village. So my compound is the one that is demarcated with iron sheets. This is the front part, so you have to come this way before you go to the gate. This is the area where I plan to have some ornamental flowers, some palm trees, giving you the resort like vibe, even though you are in a village. And you can clearly see I'm at the end of the road. So if you're heading to my home area, there's no way you can get lost. I will just tell you, follow that road to the end of the road. Yeah, the light at the end of the tunnel, it's me. And then at the gate, I have these two hibiscus flowers to show you are on the right gate. My gate is iron sheets. Moving on. So what I want to show here is the amount water that comes from the road. Yeah, you can see a bit of soil erosion there. That gets from, washed from the road and heads to my compound. Yeah, you can see some soil has been carried away there. Not a lot, but there's some water that comes from the road. And then all of it gets to my front yard, which I don't mind. It's not that a lot. I don't mind because it's going to help me in one way or another in the farm. If I trap it down there, it means my land will be having a bit of moisture. So I have a swimming pool, guys. I'm lucky to have a swimming pool in my front yard. Even though the water is very dirty, but it's a swimming pool. At least birds get to wash their whatever there. You see, the water has been trapped, guys. Huh? Claps for me, claps for me. We are really thinking. So you can see the water has been trapped down there, and